Right now, I should be in California, getting ready to board the Carnival Panorama. But instead, I'm here in Michigan. That story and more coming up next on the Cruise News Week in Review. Hello everyone, I'm Mark, and thanks for tuning in to the Cruise World's Cruise News Week in Review. If you love to cruise as much as we do, and you want to stay up to date on all things cruising, make sure you hit the subscribe button and have the notification bell turned on so you won't miss out when we post new videos. And just a quick programming note, we are premiering our very first Christmas parody video this Tuesday, so please check that out. I'll put a link down in the description so you can set a reminder for that one. Well, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, and if you're not from the US, I hope you had a great Thursday. I ate so much, I feel more stuffed than the turkey was, and now here I am 3 days later thinking, hey, I'm supposed to be boarding the Carnival Panorama today. This was the second time we tried sailing on this ship, but we are rebooked again, and hopefully the third time will be the charm. Now, I know I'm not the only one who has had cruises canceled, but sometimes it's just nice to have someone to talk to it about, and that's what the comments are for, so let me know what you're thinking. On Monday, Disney Cruise Lines announced that they have canceled all sailings through the end of January for the Disney Magic, Wonder, and Dream, and through February 6th for the Disney Fantasy. If you were booked on one of those sailings and have already paid your cruise in full, you have a choice of a refund or cruise credit. However, if you weren't paid in full, you will automatically receive a refund of fees paid. Disney joined several other cruise lines who have canceled their cruises until the end of January. However, some, such as Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and MSC, haven't pulled the plug just yet. We will let you know as soon as the decision is made by those companies. Citing the uncertainty around the European ports of call, P&O Cruises also announced on Monday an extension to their current pause in operations through April of 2021. President of P&O Cruises, Paul Ludlow, said, given the ever-changing guidance around international travel and the varying regulations in many European ports of call, we felt it prudent to cancel these additional dates. Ludlow also added that with final payments for many of those cruises approaching, the company just thought that it was the right thing to do for their guests. Enough with the cancellations already. Aida Cruises announced this week that they will open their Canary Islands cruise season next week. The Aida Perla will start the season 1 week from today on December 5th, and the Aida Mar will kick off their season on December 20th with a Christmas voyage. Both ships will be operating 7-day itineraries to the islands of Eternal Springs from Gran Canaria. Aida's health and safety protocols will include a free COVID-19 test prior to sailing, secure arrival and departure, medical care, social distancing, increased disinfection measures on board, and guided shore excursions. Now, I did take a look at bookings on Aida's website, and I wasn't able to access any of the sailings for December on the Perla, but the December 20th sailing on the Aida Amar was available for booking. MSC Cruises has inked a long-term deal with Southampton, England that starts next summer. Under the agreement, MSC will be utilizing a brand new cruise terminal and will home port at least one ship in Southampton every year. More MSC ships will also be utilizing Southampton as a port of call as well, and in the summer of 2021, the Magnifica will be calling Southampton home. She'll sail 21 voyages, including itineraries to the Mediterranean, Northern Europe, and the Norwegian fjords. In other MSC news, the company has received the go-ahead from NK, a Japanese maritime classification society, and plans to restart cruising there in Japan in April of 2021. You know what we haven't seen over the past 8 or 9 months? Commercials about cruising. And that makes sense due to all of the COVID shutdowns. But things are changing, and cruise lines are preparing to ramp things up, get back to business, and part of that is advertising. This week, Norwegian Cruise Line launched a new global ad campaign featuring the music of Queen, which encourages and inspires travelers to break free and look forward to reconnecting to the people and places that they have missed throughout the pandemic.
Dear 2020, you had your time. You put up a tough fight, but we fought harder. You challenged. We overcame. Now, Our time has come to reclaim our way of life. It's time to plan a getaway.
NCL CEO Harry Sommer said that they hope to reignite travelers' optimism for the future with this new campaign. The long-form version of the television commercial is available on the NCL YouTube channel, and though I didn't need a lot of encouragement and inspiration to get back into traveling, I think it's a pretty good bit. I put a link down in the description if you want to check that one out. You may not have heard of the name Fincantieri, but you are likely familiar with their work. With over 230 years of history, Fincantieri has built more than 7,000 vessels, including more than 80 cruise ships since 1990. Some of the notable ships the company has produced recently are the Carnival Vista, Horizon, and Panorama, as well as the MSC Seaside and Seaview. Fincantieri is the largest shipbuilder in Europe, but this week they signed a letter of intent with the Ministry of Economic Development and Labor in Yucatan, Mexico. They're going to build a new shipyard there at the Port of Progreso, and the project will include 2 dry docks, which will be the largest in the Americas, able to take ships of just over 1,300 feet in length. Construction is set to start by the first half of 2021 and is expected to be fully completed in 2027. French cruise ship operator Compagnie du Ponant is offering a once-in-a-lifetime itinerary for guests who want to see the total solar eclipse on December 4th of 2021. This 15-day cruise is on board Ponant's newest ship, Le Commandant Charcot. The cruise will depart from Ushuaia, Argentina on November 30th and will view the eclipse from the Weddell Sea, which is said to be the only area in the world where the solar eclipse will be 100% visible. Guests will disembark onto the Weddell Sea ice pack, where the pristine white allows for clear skies to view the eclipse as the moon passes between the Earth and the Sun. Rates for this once-in-a-lifetime experience start at just under $18,000 per person. It's based on double occupancy and includes round-trip flights from Ushuaia to Santiago, Chile. The Powerball jackpot is around $216 million tonight, so if I win, I know where I'm spending my birthday next year. Speaking of money, despite the shortened holiday trading week, Wall Street saw new record highs, and though the top 3 cruise stocks are far from their high points, all 3 did see major gains this week. Carnival Cruise Line made the biggest jump of 21.61%, finishing at $21.58 a share. NCL Holdings ended the week at $23.68 for a 16.89% increase, and the Royal Caribbean Group finished at $81.48, up 11.55% for the week. Thanks for tuning in to this week's cruise news. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're in the mood for some more cruise news and entertainment this holiday weekend, check out some of our other videos. You can find them right here. We'll see you next week.